Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of Gail Force. I'm JD, along with my cohort here, Gail. How you doing, Gail?
Doing very well for a rainy day.
And just want to let everybody know you can find us in a couple different places. You can find us under YouTube, under Gail Force Creations. You can also find us on BitTube, and you can find us on Facebook under Every Bit Matters. So check that out. You'll see it in the description below. And by the way, if you're viewing this on YouTube, if you'd give us a subscribe to us and give us a like, we'd really appreciate that. And real quick, before we start the show, I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Alexis, who just had a baby boy yesterday, 7 pounds 7 ounces. So congratulations, Alexis. And by the way, I couldn't make it to the studio today, so I'm broadcasting kind of remotely. So if it looks a little funky and sounds a little funky, we apologize for that. I'm on the back porch here and it's raining, and we'll probably have some visitors come in and out, so just bear with us while we have some fun. So today we're going to talk a few different subjects. EOS and some cryptos are in the news. Also, the housing crisis is about to hit us again, so we'll be talking a little bit about that. And also what's going on in Venezuela. That great democratic socialist experiment is showing us what America is going to be like here in just a few years. So if you want to know what democratic socialism will do, just take a look at Venezuela. What do you think, Gail?
I think it's a perfect example. And if Ocasio-Cortez had it her way, we'd already be Venezuela.
Well, she's going to attempt it, because didn't she just propose a 70% tax on the wealthy?
Yes, she did.
You know, what they don't seem to realize is the top 10% already pay 70% of our taxes.
Oh, yes.
So they're getting hit pretty well.
Yeah, but they lie to the public and start this stuff about paying their fair share and stuff.
You know, I hate that, because nobody can ever define what fair share is.
Pay your fair share, right.
And then that great American ancestor of ours, Warren, Elizabeth Warren, is proposing a wealth tax.
Yep.
Now, I always thought taxes were supposed to go to help run government.
Right.
But what's a wealth tax, and where is this wealth tax going? Is that to help pay the government employees, or are they going to just take it from one person to give it to another?
They're going to take it one person and give it to another.
So,
and they're going to steal about 90% before it gets there.
So what we're saying is it's okay for the government to legalize theft, because, you know, if I came over to your house and stole your money, I would be put in jail. Or if I got a group of my friends to get together and go over to your house and steal your money, I would still go to jail along with all my buddies. But when Elizabeth Warren and that great genius of ours, Alexandria Cortez, when she wants to steal money and get a group of her buddies with guns to go steal somebody's money, that's all of a sudden not theft? I kind of get confused on this. What is theft and what isn't theft? If you take from one person to give to another, that's theft, isn't it?
Well, now we're not a democracy, we're a republic, or supposed to be.
A constitutional republic.
Constitutional republic. But they're all the time flapping their gums about democracy. A democracy means you vote on it. You vote on it. So if you didn't vote on a tax, it's theft.
Okay. But if you vote for it, so
like, see, in the state of Florida, it's different than a lot of other places. In our Constitution in the state of Florida, there are little stopgap measures in there to create new taxes that has to go on the ballot.
Yep.
Tax increases over a certain percentage have to go on the ballot. So you have to take the ballot out and say, yes, I want to be screwed another 10%. Yes, I want a state income tax. I want you to take another 15 or 20% out of my wages because I make so much money.
Yeah, but when they do that, that's to help run the government. That's not really to give your money away. I mean, that's what you think you're voting for. You're thinking you're going to, run the government, but they somehow make it so they take your money and give it to somebody else.
what they do is a little trick that they invented back in the 90s under Clinton. They took all money and put it in the general fund.
Yeah.
And that's how Bill Clinton had a balanced budget. So the general fund had tax money from everything in there. And then they said, well, look how much money we've got in the general fund. We have a balanced budget. We got more in here than what we need.
Yeah.
But then you take out for the Coast Guard, you take out for the highways, you take out for, railroad workers' pensions, take out for the post office people's pensions. Now all of a sudden you don't have a balanced budget.
Yeah.
It's shuffling it from one pocket to another, and for somehow or other, it doesn't all get from one pocket to another. Here's my opinion of politicians. And there was a rabbi and a Catholic priest. And they found a whole boatload of money. And they're trying to decide what to do with the money. And the Catholic priest said, he takes his knife and draws a circle around him and the rabbi. He says, here's my idea. We'll throw the money up in the air. Whatever money lands inside the circle is ours. Whatever money lands outside the circle is God's.
All right.
The rabbi says, yeah, okie dokie. How about this? How about we toss it all in the air, and whatever God wants, he keeps.
I'm not saying a thing.
Isn't that the way the politicians do us?
Pretty much.
They try to keep all of our money.
Yeah. And then they give it to all their virtuous buddies. You know, everybody in Washington is virtuous because they care so much for us.
Yeah, and like Bernie Sanders, he's never made more than $250,000 a year, but he's worth $3 billion. How's that?
Yeah, got a couple of houses, 3-4 houses. His wife destroyed a college up there by bankrupting it. So, you know, the socialists, their intent might be really, really good. But the outcome, as we can see in Venezuela, is reality.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, Trump has done another good thing. And, of course, they're spinning it, or you don't hear about it. And he's pretty much not forcing what's going on in Venezuela, but he's trying to get other countries to make a decision. Which way do you want these guys to go? Do you want them to keep with $1 million and 1,000,000% inflation? Or do you want to get rid of socialism and bring back real capitalism? So that's, you know, they bankrupted Venezuela, except for the rulers. I mean, they're doing fine. They eat caviar and they have their parties. But
isn't that what socialism and communism are? The party members get everything.
Yeah, yeah. But they're supposed to be so virtuous that, you know, they run it really nice so everybody, you know, one good thing Venezuela has done that I really think is admirable is they made everybody equal. I mean, everybody over there is equally poor except for the ruling class.
Except for party members.
Yeah, and that's pretty much.
People who are party members were taking away all your guns. Only party members are allowed to have guns.
I really haven't seen the news down there, but I did they have an election, or was this is this like a coup trying to happen, or?
It's a coup trying to happen. They've got Macron and some other people calling for there needs to be an election or accept this guy that's declared himself the president as the president.
Okay.
So they're trying to take and push Maduro back in the corner to do an election to answer their question.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation. I've actually talked to some people that come here to Florida from Venezuela, and they're working and trying to send stuff back to Venezuela. Yeah, they'll try and see if they can find some cryptos to send back Dash and stuff like that, which is it's real. I asked if my wife was aggravated. All the time talking about that darned old crypto stuff. Yeah. We were in the doctor's office, and she was from Venezuela, so I asked her about it. I said, "No, I've been told that you guys either use Western Union or something like that, or MoneyGram." I said, "But some people try to use like Litecoin and Dash,
Yeah.
so the government can't get their hands on it." She goes, "Yeah, that's right."
Well, I think that they're using the cryptos because you have to carry around backpacks full of money.
Yeah.
Just to pay for lunch. So
yeah,
the money's...
If you have something physical on you like gold, silver, or money, and you're a poor person, you don't have a gun, they stick a gun and take it from you.
Yeah. And then go buy lunch.
Yeah, go buy lunch. But, you know, if you have a wallet on your cell phone, they don't know if you've got anything on there or $1 million on it.
Yeah, you know, I'm worried at one point do they start confiscating telephones, you know, cell phones.
Well, that's what the interesting thing about encryption is for all these bitcoins and all this stuff like that. They're going to have it set up. They're going to redo the wallets for places like that, where if you don't have the right password, then it deletes the wallet. So if you have your seed words, the next phone you get is right there.
So real quick to go back to Trump, what I guess he's backing the challenger. Is that's what happened, or is he going to try to do some kind of military action, or are we going to be involved somehow?
I think right now he's just playing a game.
Yeah, playing another chess move, huh?
Right. See, how should I say this? He's got himself painted into a corner with some things like the wall and everything else. He's trying to find a way to keep the people south of the border.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of these people, well, how come Trump isn't taking and having all these military tribunals? Why isn't Trump doing this and that? Everybody wants something. And the military, yeah, they'd love to do some military tribunals and stuff. They don't care.
Huh.
But what do they want from Trump to do that?
Yeah. I guess that's the question, huh?
So if Trump were to take and do this stuff like some of the more anti-Hillary group would say they want Hillary behind bars and they want her up for treason and they want to see her shot and all this kind of silly talk.
Yep.
To do that, they probably could do that at the military tribunal. There is enough evidence for probably 30 or 40 people that could do that. But what's the military going to want Donald Trump to do to bail his ass out for that? What would he wind up owing?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know, it's the devil you know, the devil you got.
Yep.
And so is Venezuela a good thing about the oil, the gold, some of the precious minerals he got hid there? Or is it, if he gets Maduro out and lets people help Venezuela get going again, will people stay in South America and not come here?
I think that's the ultimate outcome, is try to fix things down south so they don't have to come here.
Right.
You know, and Venezuela was one of the richest in resources, one of the richest countries in the world with all the oil.
Oh, they had some of the best education, healthcare, and everything else 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, and now they've just decimated it. Now this is democratic socialism at work. The people in Venezuela voted for socialism,
Right.
and this is what they end up with. So we're just trying to get the word out there that we don't want Alexandria Cortez and Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders to do to America what they have done down in Venezuela. So we're just trying to get a heads up. We're trying to teach the young people that you don't want democratic socialism unless you want to end up like Venezuela. I mean, that's the whole thing. Venezuela is the experiment that went to hell. So,
well, how did true communism work in Russia and China
and Cuba.
and Cuba?
Yeah.
See, Russia and China are more of an industrialized nation, business-oriented, than what the United States is anymore. But everybody keeps, Russian collusion, Chinese collusion. No, they're more business-oriented than what America is anymore.
Yeah.
Because if they keep business going, to keep people working and employed, you haven't got people mooching off you, keep them working. Ooh.
Yeah.
Socialism, true socialism, as I keep repeating this, Margaret Thatcher, the Prime Minister of England, she said, the problem with socialism is sooner or later you run out of other people's money.
Yeah. And it happens everywhere they've tried it. So
every single time.
So I hope they don't try it here. You know, if they try to pass that tax, wealth tax, that's just going to drive good money out of the country. And that's what Trump is trying to stop. He's trying to bring the money back into the country. By lowering the taxes, the big companies will bring their money here because this will be the place to invest your money.
Invest your money and start business here to employ people.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to employ people. You can't feed every single rat on the ship. Sooner or later, you're going to have a ship full of rats and no food.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of other people's stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, and this one I laugh because it's funny, but yet it's not. All these migrants. Okay, there is a Muslim woman in England that had 13 children. She used some loophole in the law, had in vitro fertilization, and had quadrupled 4 more kids. So that means right now, that makes 17 kids that the people of England are having to feed. For someone who doesn't, her religion is you convert, submit, or die. There's socialism for you at work.
All right, let's go on to another subject here. That my brother he moved to Thailand. He moved to Thailand. He thought he'd retire down there, and he's been posting some stuff. And it looks like the housing market is getting ready to crash again.
Yes, sir.
Especially over in Australia. Housing prices are dropping fast. Nobody's buying houses even though the prices are dropping. And it's even worse in Canada. Canada, the housing market is just so screwed up that nobody can afford a house in Canada. And it looks like 2008 all over again. Now, prices, and I don't know if prices have dropped here in the States, but for the last couple of months, nobody's buying houses. So this is not a good sign, folks.
Housing starts are way down.
Yep.
Sales are way down.
Yep. And with all the corporate debt going on, there's going to be a debt bubble. Now I know that the head of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund or whatever, has said that we're probably good for another year or two. You know, don't worry about a recession or whatever. But I can't see us going that much longer. They can't keep pumping money into the system. Matter of fact, they stopped that. They're starting to take money out. At least the Fed is. But when housing starts going down, that's pretty bad. And not only that, used car prices are dropping dramatically. And most people have financed their cars. And again, that's another big bubble, is in the automotive industry. GM is getting hit real hard. Nobody's selling cars anymore. I mean, they're trying to give cars away, and it was like the prime, the no prime or whatever, low prime or whatever it was market they had in the housing. That's what it. Anybody can get a car now, no matter what your credit is. And it's just another big bubble getting ready to burst. So we have the housing market going down. We have car sales going down. And like you said, I think we were talking earlier, and you said that the Christmas sales wasn't that great this year.
Absolutely not. The out on the West Coast, where all these container ships come in, there's nothing important because they got no place to put it. All the warehouses are full. They thought it was going to be a jam up Christmas and people are going to buy things. What little got bought after Christmas, people brought it back and returned it.
Wow.
So the warehouses are full of stuff.
And one of my friends was just telling me that Walmart is starting to lay people off because sales aren't doing so well. Now we have seen that we're at full employment. I mean, the unemployment is way down. But they're not using the algorithms they used to use back in the 80s to determine what unemployment is and what inflation is. And if you went back and used what they used in the 80s, inflation is really triple what they say it is.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure.
Around 9%.
Yeah, we're running about 9%. And what do you get in your savings account? Maybe 0.1% interest. So you're actually losing money if you have a savings account because of inflation.
Humorous is if you had like Citibank, they want to charge you 25 to 30% interest on a credit card, but they don't even want to give you 1% income interest if you had $100,000 in it.
Pretty wild, huh?
Yeah. You know what you were saying about cars? I almost ran off the road yesterday, JD.
Why is that?
There's a local Nissan dealer, and they had an advertisement going. And believe it or not, I'm glad you're sitting down. If you go through Nissan Credit and have it financed for like 7 years or some kind of googly gap, 12 months until your first payment.
Holy moly. I should get in on that.
I said, say what? 12 months to your first payment. You know how sometimes you buy furniture and they'll say that, you got 3 months until you make your first payment. And sometimes if you get an auto loan, they'll go 2 or 3 months before you make your first payment.
Yeah.
12 months for your first payment. I went to say, what? Now, when they're that desperate to get people behind the wheel of a car to get it off their parking lot, just that should tell you we're in deep duty.
Yeah.
Real deep duty.
Everything's.
And about Canada.
Tell me.
Housing market, okay? Now, the housing market in Australia, yep. All of that was driven by rich Chinese people.
Yeah.
Because things are slowing down, the Chinese economy is slowing down, so they're not buying more stuff. They're not buying it at any price with a premium. Around Toronto, Canada, it's so bad because they were all $1 million homes.
Yeah.
$1 million, $2 million, $3 million homes. And the people, because some of the economy in China is taking a dump, they haven't come back, and they come up with a nifty tax. It's called an occupancy tax. If you're not there, they're going to tax you. Well, because the price is so inflated, the people from China only come like every 4 or 5 months and stay there for a few weeks. They took loans and stuff against the house, left with their money, and they ain't come back, and they're sitting there with hundreds of $1 million homes.
Holy crap. So I guess what we're saying is we need to hang on here pretty soon, and
oh yeah, and good old Trudeau in Canada, he's everybody calls him Trudeau in Canada because he's a dope. He's a socialist dope, just like Cortez and Nancy Pelosi
and Macron and
oh
yeah. Are they still protesting? The yellow vest still going on in
absolutely
in France? Really?
This makes the 11th weekend in a row.
Wow.
Now, this weekend it wasn't quite as violent a weekend, but there's still plenty of protesting going on. The thing is, that some of the stuff that they're talking about is good. But because they spent so much time with socialism in Europe,
yeah,
they still want free education, they want the retirement rate, but they don't want the taxes.
Free. I like that word free. The only thing I found that's free is bad advice. You know, we all get bad advice, and that's free. But I don't think there's anything else that's free. Now, I kind of agree that Cortez. I'm actually coming around to Alexandria Cortez because I like her way of thinking. She is a genius, and you can tell that she wants to have free tuition for college. And I know why, because she graduated with a degree in economics, and you can tell by the way she talks and what she has proposed that she has no idea how economics works. So I agree that if they teach that bad crap in college, it's only worth free. I mean, they should give away free education because the education they give is crap. You know, so I'm coming along to that yeah, let's give away free college because what they teach you is crap. You shouldn't have to pay for it. You know, let your neighbor pay for it because what you're learning is crap. So if they want to give away free college tuition, I'm really now all for it because I can tell by the way she talks that she never got an education. So don't pay for it. Don't send your kids to college. It's not worth it.
Unless you're going for a specific thing, like to be a doctor or something like that, actually all you're doing is creating debt.
That's true.
And good old Barack Obama, he fixed it so that debt, you cannot file bankruptcy.
Yeah. Yep, that's one debt you can't get out of. Now, just real quick before we go on to the cryptos, we're getting close to the clock here. You know, Cortez, Alexandria Cortez, and Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, they want to tax the rich because they say they're not paying their fair share. But then I went and did some research on this one site called Google and typed in a few things, and I just wanted to know how much charity the rich give. And I was blown away. I mean, the richest people, and everybody complains, like Cortez and Elizabeth Warren complain that the rich don't pay their fair share, but they give billions and billions of dollars to charity. A lot of it goes to medical schools. I mean, one person gave $100 million to teach new doctors. So tell me that the rich aren't paying their fair. They're paying more than their fair share. And I hope they keep giving to charity because people like you and I, we can't afford to give to charity because most of our money is sucked away before we even get it by the government. So, you know, stop taxing the rich. They're doing really good stuff. Not only are they making new businesses and buying new equipment and hiring people, but they're also giving their money away. Like Bill Gates, he's given billions of dollars away. Warren Buffett has given almost 70% of his money that he's made, he's gave to charity. So, you know, that's what we need to applaud, that the rich give to charity so the average American can kind of keep what they have. I know a lot of people would like to give to charity, but we just can't afford to. So I want the rich to keep giving to charity. Don't steal their money. Let them give to charity. Give them a tax break if they give more of their money to charity, I think that's what, I would go for that. They ought to give tax breaks to the rich and say, look, we won't tax you if you give your money away.
Yeah.
And that's how it should work.
I'll tell you how that charity stuff works. We just went past Christmas here with the good old Salvation Army bell ringers. Do you know which states give the most money to Salvation Army bell ringers and which states don't?
Never looked that up.
Well, your socialist liberal states, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois, California, especially California. Well, why should I do that? The government's taking care of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why should I do that? The government's taking care of people. Now, you get your good old Southern Bible Belt knuckleheads. They do it because they believe in God and stuff like that, and they're charitable and believe it's good to help the poor, and they'll donate to Salvation Army. So all your Southern Bible Belt characters give several times more money than they do like in California, New York. Richest people in the world, but they don't give. Because, well, the government's handling that, why should I donate?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right, real quick. Let's end it on some crypto. I got some crypto news here. And of course, it's not coming up on the screen, and I had it earlier. Yeah, I tell you, this new technology. EOS, it seems to be in the news a little bit. I can't find the article. Hang on just a second. Let me just do real quick here. Give me just 1 second. Who is it? Brock Pierce. That's it. I don't know if you ever heard of Brock Pierce.
Yeah.
But he is the co-founder of the Blockchain Society. He's decided to go pretty much all in with EOS. And you're telling me you saw some ads. I haven't seen any ads yet. I know you were talking last week that Litecoin was sponsoring some wrestling matches.
Yes.
And but EOS, this Block Pierce is saying that EOS is going to start taking over the crypto market because there's a lot of apps that use it, and it seems to be a very, I don't know, a stable coin or whatever, but he seems to think it's going to be the coin of the future. You got any thoughts on EOS?
Well, here's the thing about EOS. Now, yes, EOS can do a lot of what Brock Pierce says, but there's only 21 major nodes.
Okay.
So it's not a totally decentralized token. Now, being is not decentralized, and it's an inflationary token. Now, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Digibyte, they have a set number of tokens. EOS is an inflationary token. Every so often, more tokens are added.
Yeah, but I think the concept of that is to spread the wealth in a way that is normally not done. So I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I guess it's something we have to see. But they seem to think that EOS could be a fairly good coin in the future because of the use it can.
You're not going to make huge amounts of money because it's an inflationary token, just like XRP.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I mean, EOS right now is like $2.39. Okay. Now it might run up to $20 or something like that, but it's not going to run up to like $20,000 like Bitcoin because it doesn't have a defined amount.
Yeah.
Now, because it doesn't have a defined amount, because it's not totally decentralized, it can, just like XRP, it can work very fast. Now,
okay.
It won't be quite as much as a private coin.
Yeah.
It won't take it and XRP both. They will do what they say they'll do, but you're not going to take and buy like 1,000, like buy 10,000 EOS, and 3 years from now it'll be worth $10 million.
Yeah, it's not something that you're going to make a lot of money on, but it could end up being like they say a pretty stable coin at some
Yes,
price
yes.
maybe.
On that point, XRP and EOS both are very fast, can be very stable. That's because they have control over it. And it's kind of like back when you messed with computers years ago. You had basic language, and then you had machine language.
Yep.
With basic language, it was open source.
Yeah.
EOS and XRP is like machine language. It can't be moved and changed that much. Boy, it can be a fast son of a gun.
All right. So what's happening with Litecoin? You said they changed their logo.
Well, when Charlie and everybody was there for the UFC match, 232 or something, whatever it was, they sponsored it and they had the Litecoin emblem in the middle of the octagon, and it wasn't showing up good. So what they did is they took the Litecoin emblem, instead of having the silver, they had blue because it showed up better on camera.
Oh, okay.
Some people are aggravated because they want to keep the silver. Some people says the blue is cool. They'll probably go back to the silver because people are getting their panties all in a wad because Litecoin is supposed to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. So changing it go to a blue emblem is getting some people all torqued up.
All right. Well, we've been yakking for quite a while here, so I think we need to wrap this up. You got any final thoughts?
No, just that people need to get out of debt, try to take care of their own financial business.
Yeah, I guess that's good free advice. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up, folks. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, we'd appreciate a like or subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get a few more subscribers. Again, you can check us out on BitTube under Gail Force. We're going to do a couple of posts on Steemit. I managed to get a couple of them there on Steemit, so you can catch us there. And you can catch us on Facebook. Just do a search for Every Bit Matters. And we'll put all the links here below in the description. And I'll try to get some updates this week. I finally got an app that actually works on my phone to where I can do some quick updates throughout the week. And again, I apologize for the background noise. We're in Central Florida where it's actually raining and it's cold. You know, I'm wishing for some where's the global warming when you need it? All right. So until next week, have fun, everybody. We appreciate you tuning into the show. And we'll catch you in the next couple of days. Sound good?
Sounds like a winner to me.
And don't forget, every Sunday we post a new episode every Sunday. But we'll try to catch. I'll get with you a couple of nights this week, and we'll try to do a quick couple 10-minute updates throughout the week. I should be able to squeeze that in now. Sound good?
Sounds like a winner.
All right, everybody, drink better beer and enjoy your life. It's yours. We'll talk to you next week.